So to start your back pattern, you remember at your front pattern I said you have to fold your pattern into two or your fabric. Then you start your measurements and your vertical measurement and your whatever measurement. But on this is you can as well fold your fabric into two. Anyways, your fabric or pattern has to be folded into two when cutting the back too, like I said earlier. But to save your fabric or your paper you are using for your pattern, instead of folding it into two like this, just go this way, because it's the back, not the front. You go, as in, what I mean is, this two places will be open, but it has to be, your fabric, your paper has to be in fold, has to be like two, one, two. But either it is opening here, but for the front, it shouldn't be opened at this side, because this place will be closed. But because the back will be having a zip, that is why you can use this side opened, but in a fold. Then you start taking your measurements. But because I'm cutting a pattern, and when it's time for me to cut it on the fabric, I will also do the same explanation I just did. So I'll be going this way because I know what I'm doing. I've been doing it for long. Forget it, when I say long, I mean year. Yes, decaying. I've been decaying. It's been very long. So, and I enjoy doing this, trust me. So so let's start the cutting. We are just to put the pattern of that one here. It doesn't take time, and you're almost done anyway. So for this, you measure, you take your straight line like I told you at the beginning, at the starting of the front pattern, to make sure this side is straight, and make sure this side too is straight, but it has to be in two fold. In two, don't forget. That's called the zipper line. Sherry, láti bẹ̀rẹ̀, mo ti sọ lédè Gẹ̀ẹ́sì bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe lè fold fabric, aṣọ yín, material yín, tàbí paper tẹ̀fín draft bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe lè fold ẹ̀ fún apá ẹ̀yìn. Torí kẹ́ba lè má waste aṣọ customer yín tàbí aṣọ tí yín gan tẹ́fẹ́ gé. Instead, kẹ́ fold ẹ̀ ní báyìí. I'm explaining in Yoruba because I love Yoruba. I love Igbo. I don't know how to speak Igbo, and also I would love to explain in that language. It's true, but I don't understand. So, like I was saying, so instead the fold, sorry. Instead the fold aṣọ yín tàbí paper yín ní báyìí. Bí ti wájú tí mo ní bẹ̀rẹ̀ máa wà close. If mama take a measurement, giving yín line yín àti vertical line and all that. Ẹ̀nà àǹfààní kí ibi wà open, ó gbọ́dọ̀ aṣọ yín tàbí paper yín gbọ́dọ̀ wà ní ìpele méjì. So in that case, a máa ń gbé aṣọ wa ìmọ̀ aṣọ máa gùn ju paper lọ. Ó bá dẹ̀ jẹ́ paper náà, a máa ń gbé ní ọ̀nà mi ní báyìí tí ibi tó kọjú sí wa ó máa wà open. Any which way tẹ́ bá ṣe fold ẹ pẹ̀lẹ́, òtútù pẹ̀lẹ́, ibi bó bá ṣe open, ẹ̀nà àǹfààní fún back ẹ̀yìn yẹn kó open ní ibi tó kọjú sí yín, nítorí pé ibi tí zip máa wà ní, so ó lè open tí ẹ̀ bọ̀ kó ṣáà ti wà ní méjì. Wọ́n torí pé pattern mú ń fi lè ṣe a fi ṣe tutorial fún ara wa ni, a fi ń kọ́ra wa ni, èmi ṣe ń lo ẹyọ kọ̀ọ̀kan fún gbogbo wọn. Ẹjọ́ méjì ní kí aṣọ yìí wà, but bẹ́ẹ̀mi náà ṣe wá ń ṣe tutorial yẹn, tí bá máa gé lórí aṣọ mi máa wà ní fold yẹn ọ̀nà méjì. Tíwájú ó máa dí níbi bí, tẹ̀yìn ó lè wà open bí mo ṣe pé. Ibi báyìí máa wà lọ́dọ̀ yín, lọ́dọ̀ ẹni tó ń gé, á wà open for méjì, á jẹ́ 1 or 2. And then I take a measurement in, and I take a measurement in 1 inch délẹ̀ tó já sí pé òun ni ṣe ní ibi bí. Ṣé get ẹ wá gbé pattern nílé. Ìlà yẹn mo fi draw kì í ṣe ti zip, sorry, mo fi draw pé kí bí lè straight. A ṣe máa fa ìlà 1 inch yẹn. Ìlà 1 inch wa gangan là ń fà láti ibi marginal ibi wíta fà ní straight yẹn, ẹ fà ní straight bí, ìwélé ẹ fà straight bí, ẹ tún fà bí. Sorry, this won't stand as our zipper line or zip line. It will just stand as a line, the line to ensure us that our work is straight here at our side here. So you start the 1 inch measurement here. Start the 1 inch measurement here. Measurement. Ẹ máa wọ́n yẹn níbí. Ẹ rántí pé mo ní wọ́n tí mo kọ́kọ́ lójú pé a fẹ́ rí ìdánilójú pé line wá straight bí, so ẹ máa mú rúlà yẹn ẹ ṣẹ̀ wá fa ìlà 1 yẹn. Ẹ ṣẹ̀ wá fa ìlà 1 yẹn tẹ̀wọ̀n yẹn. Ṣóyè ní ìlà 1 tẹ̀wọ̀n yẹn. Òun là ń fà yìí o. Ẹ ṣẹ̀ ń fa ìlà 1 yẹn. You're just ruling out your 1 inch for your zipper allowance. Ṣé nǹkan tí mo sọ ṣe yẹn yé yín? Ó máa fẹ́ dàrú mọ́ yín lójú. Mo ṣe fẹ́ pélé rẹ̀. Ó máa fẹ́ dàrú mọ́ yín lójú. Ṣọ́. Ó ṣọ́ fún mi pa tí bá fi ilẹ̀ ilé ilẹ̀. Ó máa dàrú mọ́ ọ̀tá yín lójú. Ẹ ní understand. Mo lè fẹ́ kó gbogbo details yẹn mo fẹ́ jẹ́ kó yé yín. Kẹwàá ní ẹ ti ṣe tọ̀dọ̀ yín lé yín. If I should make this line, the first line, you will not understand. You will understand, but there will be a confusion which I will not like, and I don't want you to have a mistake while you are drafting your own. So let me just explain it for you to understand, because I want you to do your own practical too, and take a picture of it and send it to my comment section under this video. So after you've done that, you take your front pattern and place it. So this line is representing so now this will be our marginal line. So this side will be for this open side after the line inward will be for our zipper allowance. For our zipper allowance, we now measure 1 inch. Bí ẹni pé tún fún mi níṣẹ́ lélẹ̀ mo ṣe fẹ́ wá explain it tó fi máa yé. You know the other time I measure 1 outside. Don't follow the outside. After your marginal line, when you're making your marginal line, let enough space be here. Then you take a measurement of 1 inch inward. So 1 inch here. For your zipper allowance. Sharing pay is still the same thing with what I did the first time, but I don't want you to get confused. That's what I'm doing. I myself am not supposed to go through all this stress. Even every one of us on stand here, we are not supposed to go through all this stress because of you all, I need to break everything down. So we are almost done. It's not like the front bodies. It's not the same thing. It won't take time. So that's for our. You can see from here to here is 1 inch, which is our zipper allowance. Sorry. Zipper allowance. That you won't know what I know in fashion, even more than what I know, you will. Don't worry. I got you covered. You have me here, you know, because I'll be breaking everything down to pieces. So this is our zipper allowance. Let me write zipper allowance from here. Zipper, you can call it zipper allowance or zip allowance or zipper line.
zipper allowance. Ẹ lè pè ní zipper allowance àbí zip line àbí kíní kan line. Ibi tí zip máa dúró sí ni láti bí síbi zip máa dúró sí. But then anyways, you place your front bodice on it, you pin it down so it won't shift while you are cutting it out. You pin it down together. So you now come to this front. You know what? In most cases, this casual design, or not casual, like to know this normal bodies drafting, the back neck is not always lower like the front neck. So you go with this your front bodies, that's your front pattern, let me use it that way. It will be the same way this wideness is. Then the downside, how it will come down, it will be 1 inch or 1.5. So let me use 1.5. 1.5. So for me, you remember the way I said when you are taking your neck measurement, you just do like this, connect it just like this one. But for me, I can just go with it, not to waste my time. I'll just, from this up here, you connect it to this. You will get complete circle. Let's do it the way you know, the way you can understand. You all can understand. It's down in this way. Are you seeing this side? This is now like this because it doesn't reach here. You will understand now. Don't worry. You all get what I'm saying now. Do you see that? This will be the front, the back neck cut. It will still be the same from here to here. By the time we cut it here, it will be from here to here, which was 3.5. And we came down for the front by 3.5 for the wideness, by 4 inches. But this will be 3. The back pattern will be 3.5 wide for the width, while the length will be 1.5 to open. The way it will open to the down will be 1.5, not up to 4 like the front body. So let's cut this first. If we quickly cut the front one, it will affect. You won't understand. If it is me, I know how to go with that, but you won't understand. You will mistakenly, as a beginner, I'm sure you will mistakenly, if you cut this front at first, when you were cutting the front pattern, by the time you place it on your back pattern, you may make the mistake. In fact, you will definitely make mistake by cutting the front and the back equally. Customer cloth don't spoil. You spoil the client's cloth or your fabric, you spoil it, because it might not be that kind of style you want to sew. You understand? Tẹ́ bá ní kẹ́ gé bí mo ṣe draft iwájú yẹn, kẹ́ gé. Tẹ́ bá máa gbé lórí tẹ̀yìn, ẹ máa lọ gẹ́gẹ́ bí ẹni tó ṣe bẹ̀rẹ̀ fashion, ẹ máa ṣe mistake ní no way. Ẹ máa fẹ́ gé wọn dọ́gba. Aṣọ ti bàjẹ́, aṣọ customer ti bàjẹ́, bàbá aṣọ ara yín Ọlọ́run ní bá aṣọ yín jẹ́, kò ní bá aṣọ customer yín jẹ́. So ẹ máa kọ́kọ́ wọn láti bí ní fífẹ̀ máa jẹ́ the same thing pẹ̀lú bẹ́ṣẹ̀ tí mark ẹ̀ sílẹ̀ sórí front tiwájú ni mo lo pink yìí fún. Fífẹ̀ máa jẹ́ kọ̀ọ̀kan náà, but wíwá sílẹ̀ máa jẹ́ 1.5 tàbí 1 lèmi fẹ́ fi ṣe, torí mi fẹ́ kí ẹ̀yìn wíwá sílẹ̀ ìyẹn kó lọ wá sílẹ̀ jù. But àwọn style kan wà fẹ́ pé iwájú ẹ̀gan máa fẹ́ lọlẹ̀ ju ẹ̀yìn lọ. There are some styles in fashion designing that even the back side, you can corset and all of that, even some blouse, the back side, the down part of it will come down even to this place to be below your bra. It will come down than the front. The front may be this way and the back will come down. That's another style entirely. I'll do a video for that if God spare my life and yours, and if I have the time. So let's just cut this out. I'm just trying to break everything for you all to see. See, we've cut. That's the back of it. Because see, magic in there. There's no magic in fashion. You just have to use this. Then you use it to cut the front first. You remember we did this 1 inch what is it called, 1 inch slant, shoulder slant, that our shoulder is slanted by God. So you cut it 1 inch. Scissors in again. You cut that 1 inch slant. And if you can see it's not straight again. 1 inch tani ejikawa bolon shidawa kodogba. Emokemo latoke mo she 1 inches was salem one slant lati ibi. Don't measure the 1 inch from here. Measure 1 inch in be ke one slant latis abia ibi or not be abia in let ma 1 inches latoke sister. Don't do a mistake by taking measurement of 1 inches from your neck side downward and slant it to the armpit or armhole. No, that will be a big mess. You have from your armpit side is where you remember I said from your armpit side you measure from the up side of it. You measure 1 inches down, then you connect it from the place you mark the 1 inch. You connect it to the neck. So that's what I just cut out now. Then let's go. Let's cut it out. We'll cut out this first before I go. Lee, don't allow you to shift too. You shift. Only mini. So, you remember this neck? It has to extend to the zipper side too. Zip, you know. What I did just now there, do you understand? Sorry, do you understand? So you cut out the neck because it extends to the zipper area. You understand? You can't just, there's no way you cut it from here. Wait, because this front gets to this place. You have to extend it to the zip area because it works together. The zip area works together with the back bodice, back what is it called, back measurement. And we are using the front here. What's wrong with my scissors now? You're almost done. You see a lot of videos on internet. It's very short and it's where details too, you understand? But because I'm breaking it down one, then I want to have a version of my Yoruba explanation. So that's why it's taking a long time, but don't don't mind the time that it's taking, but for the fact that I'm breaking it down, it will make you to do the right thing. I'm not saying the ones on the internet too it's not where details. They are where details, but and you extend this to the zipper allowance, where the sewing allowance get to at the front. You extend it. You see why I said I need that stand. You really need it. putting it down. Because I didn't pin it down, that's why I'm putting my hand this way. I didn't pin it down. Hold on. I shift there. I have to let it be straight here too. And you put it down. That's what I should do. The tail I'm coming. No, this place just the scissors did. I'm just trying to trim it very well. So you can see. So you take this aside. You take this aside first. Then let me put this on. Oh, sorry, let me take that. Sorry. My ruler fell down. So that's for the back pattern. So at this place, sorry, just few minutes and we are done. Can you see this back pattern? You now rule out. Sorry. So the waistline, you rule out the waistline. You remember this was the waistline. This was the, you remember, this was the underbust, the waistline. You shall rule them out. You continue with those lines for you to get which and which. Just rule them out now. Aside from, you don't need the armor line again, right? You don't need the armor. This is the breast points thing. So the waistline, this waistline, this is the other one. Okay. This waistline, you come to the waistline. You remember this is the zipper allowance. Sorry, this is the zipper allowance. Sorry, this is the zipper allowance, right? You remember this is the zipper allowance. So you go inward. I'm coming. You remember this was the zipper allowance.